This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Shout out to the Fremantle Dockers in the AFLW. We're going to be catching up with Emma Driscoll, I think, on Friday, perhaps.
Yes,
I'm just going to say yes.
Yes.
She's going to come down to Bassendean and check everything out, by the way.
Yeah.
They won their 5th game of the season, so like the West Coast Eagles, who are going really well too, Fremantle now moved to 3rd on the ladder, which is great.
Good.
Hopefully they're not like the men's, who just fell in an absolute effing hole at the end of the season.
What you need to not do is say, I can't see a way that they don't finish in the top 2, because that's what
I'll
cost
hold
the
that
men.
back. Yeah, no doubt about it. In the men's side of the game, last night Richmond had their fairest and best to round out the season. It's called the Jack Dyer Medal, time-honoured if you like.
Yeah.
Daniel Rioli won it, and he is leaving the club, and he wants to go to the Gold Coast Suns, so he's already going to be out the door.
Was he there?
No, he wasn't there.
Oh, because at least Tommy Barris, he went to the West Coast Eagles and spoke at the West Coast Eagles.
He got the award, did he?
He got the award.
So did he get? Did someone get up and collect
I don't
on
know
your
how
behalf?
they handled it in the end, but he said, I'm out of here. So, and he's been saying it for months. So he wants to go and join Damien Hardwick. The other one is Liam Baker and Jack Graham, who are both wanting to come over to WA. And they'll join the West Coast Eagles more than likely with Andrew McWalter there. So it's an interesting thing at the end of the season. So Richmond finished last. And you finish last, you get the number one pick.
They might get the next Harley Reid. Is there another Harley Reid around?
There's a couple of real jets, Nath. I'm going to say, are they ready? They're going to be around the mark for sure, definitely. But with all these guys leaving their club, they're going to have the opportunity to get, I'm not going to say 5 Harley Reids, but you know, a fair few very good
bunch of high
players.
draft
So they
picks.
can go all of a sudden back into the fold very quickly after a couple of years out.
It's pretty exciting though, isn't it? Isn't that great? When you really lose all of it, you win. That's great.
Yeah. And that's the
actually
objective,
amazing.
is to even the competition out. Otherwise, the same teams would win all the time.
Yeah, but on that, it is different though, because when teams have really lost, say the Eagles last year or the year before, they haven't lost the players to then get more and more draft picks.
Yeah.
This is like a clean sweep.
So here's the thing.
They're going to score. They're scoring.
Here's the thing, right? So say, and I don't know if you would do this. I would if I was a coach.
Yeah.
You go, okay, so our team's not doing too well, and there's a Harley Reid out there. Everyone wants him. I would coach that team into the ground. So I got the wooden
tanking
spoon.
is what you're talking about.
I wouldn't call it action allowed it.
There was a lot of speculation that was happening last year
With who?
between West Coast and North Melbourne.
Oh, really?
And then
Was there any truth to it?
No,
Well,
because
West
they
Coast was
kept
second
winning
last.
towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
and North Melbourne should have done it.
Yeah.
Then they blew it by winning a game.
They blew it by winning a game.
Idiot.
West Coast were never going to finish. They were going to finish second last, and then all of a sudden North Melbourne decided to win a game.
Out of the blue, won a game.
That
And
was a
it was just
mistake.
shot themselves in the
I reckon
foot.
that was a mistake.
Oh,
I
massive
reckon
mistake.
they were like trying to kick it. All the kicks kept going straight. They were like,
It was such a it was such a big
no,
mistake.
goal. No,
pretty
no,
much.
guys, sit down on the lawn. Sit down on the lawn.
And they all celebrated when they won, and also so did West Coast.
Yeah, they did. What a win.
idiots. What idiots.
Jeez. They are talking on the news today that Tim Kelly might be someone of interest to a lot of clubs. They're saying that clubs are circling. I'm not sure about that
Didn't
just
he
yet.
come back here from Geelong because he wanted to come home?
He did, but his
That's like
contract's
Geelong,
out.
he needs to go back and get it.
He's got to pay for his own ticket. They can pay for that. He's got 1 year to go on his contract to 2025, and when you've got 1 year, I think it's more so your manager throws it out there.
Yeah,
so that
it's just chatter to make you look better in terms of your renegotiation.
Yeah, Tommy Barris, as we know, he's already out the door.
Jack
and then Jack Darling is going to be out the door, going to North Melbourne. And Clayton Oliver, Melbourne Football Club next year are going to be in dire straits. I cannot see them being anywhere near the finals because everyone wants to leave, as we know, Christian Petrarca
I know, but they made him
incident.
stay.
They made him stay. Clayton Oliver's got a long-term contract. He's there till the 2030, but he's already saying he wants to go, wants to join Geelong. Don't know if they can fit him in because they want Bailey Smith, Nath, the man with the abs.
Yeah.
And
We all want Bailey Smith.
we did discuss yesterday,
From an
didn't
orderly
we?
queue.
Did we? We discussed yesterday about what would he be like without the mullet?
Unbelievably good looking.
He'll be unbelievably good
would,
looking.
wouldn't he?
The mullet is the
It's
thing
a trademark.
That, like straight away, you can recognise him. But I think that Bailey Smith is very super attractive, right?
Yeah.
But I think he's one of those super attractive people that were hidden age and suddenly it'll all fall apart. And there's some of them in society. And they're usually the people that are so good looking when they're so young. And then suddenly just something happens and then suddenly they look dishevelled or
Yeah, I would
Gaunt
just love to see him with a the proper neat haircut.
But-
Right,
Just
okay,
to
so we've
see,
got to.
he's got his face.
Harry's cropping out his.
He's
Look
very
at that.
good looking.
See, that is a good-looking face.
He's a good-looking dude.
He's a very good-looking guy.
Yeah, and we knew he was good looking even the bottle. Can I compare that
Now
to?
take his jumper off.
Can I compare that to Tony Armstrong from the ABC?
Yeah.
Always been good looking. Just recently got a haircut. Check out Tony Armstrong right now.
it looks
He's
completely different.
1,000% better.
Oh,
and he
okay.
was already amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
that's...
don't think he can just get short back and sides. I think he's got to come up with something
Nobody
like
would look
David Beckham.
amazing
He's got to go
like
down
that.
the David Beckham route. Where
Oh,
he's,
yeah. Start doing some seriously cropped stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of lines in your hair, Shaun.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, bit of your eyebrow off.
Let's just look at Bailey Smith for a while.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't
With
it?
his shirt
it's
off or
lovely.
on now.
It's just nice.
He's good looking, Roos.
I wonder
Yeah.
if his mum looks at him and goes, God, he's hot. Because she's a woman.
That's an interesting.
She knows.
Wow.
Anna doesn't agree. Anyway, a lot going to be happening in the AFL trade period. Gets underway Monday. We're sure to be speaking about it daily.
What, Edwin?
For shiz.
Edwin, don't screw your face. You'd know if your own child's hot.
You've got
I have
children.
children.
Yes. Is any of them hot?
I mean, I would never describe them as hot.
Are they
Nathan.
hot or not?
That's
Are your
so
children
weird.
hot? Talk to me about your
Oh,
children.
it's because
Are
they're
they
not hot.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
The NBA preseason gets underway in the next couple of days for all the teams around the network, which means that LeBron James and his son Bronny get to go to work for
Yeah.
the first time together.
Maybe you
Cute.
can teach him how to play basketball. Is that what some basketball people would
He's
say?
like
A lot
a
of
classic nepo baby, isn't he?
A lot of people
Bronny.
are saying that he's, playing him down, but he's bloody good. He's bloody
Okay,
good.
he's
It's
good.
just that it's LeBron James' son. Like, he's not the top 20 players in the nation.
Okay, but take away his LeBron James' son.
Yeah.
Would
he
he
have been picked up?
Be picked up. That's what all the experts say no.
I don't know.
Like,
I,
he's good.
I think some of the shows that I've watched have been really harsh on him, but not all of them. You read some of the articles because everyone wants to find a point of difference, and he is really good. Like, he is really good. Like, if he was playing in the NBL, he'd be on fire. So, NBL players go into the NBA. He's a good chance of playing this season and being a part of the Lakers team. They're already saying that. They're changing their momentum. But anyway, going to work with your dad at that same level, your dad being the icon of the game, 22 years in the
Tough.
business, LeBron James.
Big shoes to. It's a big
Literally.
shadow to be in, that's for sure.
This is LeBron talking about rocking into preseason.
It's a lot of excitement, just pure joy, to be honest, to be able to come to work every day, put in the work, hard work with your son, every day, and be able to see him continue to grow. We push each other. He pushed me, I push him. We push our teammates and vice versa. So just a very joyous, moment for not only for myself, but for our family.
He wouldn't have made it unless that was his dad. Sorry, the end.
It helps a lot.
The
What do you
end.
mean?
Oh,
What
certainly-
do you mean?
but
I don't know.
certainly
I
playing in
don't
the
know.
Lakers.
You can't look at it that way. You got to look at it the
I
nice way.
can, 'cause I don't know
Imagine if you
anything
got.
about any of it. So I'm just
Whatever.
taking very shallow surface.
Did you? I mean, you could have been a train driver. How good would that been if you had have gone to work with your dad?
Not good. Because the last time I was on the train with my dad when he was driving a train, he locked me in the nose of the train, and then they just him and my brother just used the horn a lot and deafened me for ages. So I was
I
pretty
thought
traumatic.
unicorns use their horn.
No, Natalie, trains do
According
too.
to the song.
I know.
My brother, he goes to work with my dad every day because they're
Yeah.
farmers in the same thing.
Did your brother get that job through your dad?
Yeah, he's a complete nepo baby. Dad now's like, oh, I don't get to make any decisions anymore. Like, he's like, oh, he has to wait for my brother to go away, and then he does all the things on the farm that he wants to
Yeah.
do.
Does it make the relationship strained? Because you're at loggerheads a lot
They're
of the
pretty
time.
good. They do get along pretty well because Dad is prepared to go, all right then. you
Yeah.
know.
I can
But
tell
if there
you-
were two really strong personalities, I think it could be an issue. And there are plenty of situations where that is the case.
Over the years, there's been so many reality shows, and sometimes I've said to Dad, "Oh, we could do that." Like the
Yeah.
There was a phase.
Amazing Race.
There was a time there I said to Dad, "We could do the block," because Dad reckons he builds houses. He doesn't. So Dad goes, "I've got all the tools." I said, "Yeah, you can have all the things,
Yeah,
but you have to use them." So and I was convinced, and then we just realised that we couldn't, because as soon as, well, not even as soon as alcohol touches his system.
But
he
any pressure.
The stuff that comes out of his mouth, he's so old school, and the swearing is unbelievable.
Makes for good TV.
It's like, it wouldn't. It'd just be, the entire thing would just be beeps. It'd be like someone reversing a truck. Every time he opens his mouth, you would never hear a thing that came out of his mouth. And then when he gets drunk and starts replacing song words with swear words and doing karate kicks, it's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's high-rated TV. That's what I see straight away. I think the thing with LeBron is, whilst he's lived in the same house as his dad with Bronny, then going to work together, if he's anything like Michael Jordan, he's
they're
at
not
elite
3x2.
Yeah. Are they carpooling, do you think, or do they take their separate vehicles?
Well, I think they'll take their separate
They're getting two
vehicles.
car parks for
They
sure.
They are, but his dad would be so fierce that could cause a bit of angst at training. But at the same time, being able to perform at that level with your son, which has been LeBron James's dream, is it's going to be a good result. I can see this going well, actually.
All right. Well, Shaun has given it the stamp of approval and a salute off the back as well. All right. Well done.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.